Hey Bobby Trades, I wanted to do a video analysis update on a long-term investment opportunity that I'm seeing right now in the gold and silver mining markets, as well as platinum. So we're going to talk a lot about that. We're also going to start this video by talking about inflation. Okay, so what is inflation? Inflation is when the price of something goes up strictly because the value of the currency that is purchasing that goes down. Okay, so they're always going to tell you, all these political reasons. Oh, they banned fracking. Oh, they did this, they did that. Demand's going up. The only reason that gold and silver, and in my opinion, oil, go up are because inflation goes up. And honestly, in my opinion, the only reason the stock market goes up is because inflation goes up. Okay, if you don't believe me, you can look at some of my prior tweets about Bitcoin. Okay, I said, hey, Bitcoin's at 9,000. It's going to explode to 23,650. Okay. I said again, RIP to the US dollar. Bitcoin is about to explode to 20,439. That's when Bitcoin was at 11,400. I said Bitcoin's heading to 22,000 on October 8th. And it's more than tripled since then. Okay. And in my recent videos, I said Bitcoin's going to 50K. Bitcoin is going to 50K. Okay. What is Bitcoin? I don't really care what Bitcoin is. It's an inflation asset. Okay. So the reason that we were freaking out about Bitcoin right here is because one day these cryptocurrencies are going to replace the US dollar. Okay. And I'm not really here to argue with anyone about that, but I'll just say if you just so happen, and this is not investment advice, but if you just so happen to be smart enough to buy Bitcoin below 10,000, I would not ever sell that. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Maybe you sell Bitcoin at 250,000. Maybe, okay? This is called logarithmic scaling. What's logarithmic scaling? All logarithmic scaling is, and this is from the chart life, the_chart_life. This is from a very, very reputable source called Adaptive. All that logarithmic scaling is talking about price as a percentage increase as opposed to linear scaling, which is just the dollar amount. So all this is saying, where does Bitcoin 300K, where does Bitcoin 250K come from? It just comes from the percentage increase of Bitcoin from a prior run placed at the low. Okay, so what both of these charts right here are saying for Bitcoin, and I actually do believe this will happen, is that if you look on a percentage basis of what Bitcoin went up during that 2017-2018 run, and you place it at this low, that same percentage will take Bitcoin to 250,000. Okay, $250,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so let's get back to what this video is really about. This video is really about gold and silver. Okay, this video is about inflation because if you don't protect yourself from inflation, it's going to be tough. Okay, the price of gas, let's remember, the price of gas has gone up at the pump. This is what regular Americans are paying, from $2.24 to $2.47. That's a 10% increase in the price of gas in the past 6 weeks. Okay, that's going to affect you. That's going to affect me, right? Who's this not going to affect? Maybe super rich people. But if you got a 9 to 5, if you're driving to work every day, I don't think your employer is going to compensate you for this. Okay? Inflation does not help the average person unless they invest. You know who it does help? Very rich people who have all their money in assets. Okay? So we're going to talk about that. Let's get a little further into First Majestic Silver, the price of silver. So they told everyone right after the GameStop bonanza, they tried to tell people that Redditors were causing the price of silver to explode. Okay, and we know that is a complete lie. We know that is a complete lie because we already said way back in early January, hey, AG, First Majestic Silver, it's a big nest. This thing is going to 30. And honestly, we're going to talk about in this video, this thing's going a lot further than 30. Okay, inflation is going to be a huge problem for the average Americans. Okay, for the people who bought Bitcoin, congratulations. If you got Bitcoin below 10K, you can turn off this video. You can go to a tattoo parlor, get your Bitcoin wallet password tattooed on your thigh, and do that. Okay, do that. For those people who didn't, we're going to talk about what I believe is the last chance to truly protect yourself from inflation. So let's get right into it. This is gold, G-O-L-D. This is right here. This is the second largest gold miner in the world. Okay, so this is the 2015 low for GOLD, one of the largest gold miners in the world, Barrick Gold Corporation. Okay, this completed a large degree, wave 1, then it completed a wave 2, then it completed another wave 1. Actually, this wave 1 ended up here. Completed a wave 2 during the pandemic sell-off. This is the March low. From that low, it completed another wave 1 and another wave 2. So this right here in Elliott wave theory, we call this a triple nest. Okay, this is the triple nest forming on a company that mines gold. Okay, so why on earth would a company that mines gold be set to, in my opinion, triple, quadruple, quintuple from an Elliott wave perspective? Why on earth would that happen, right? Well, they'll tell you, oh, they put silver in solar panels. They put, the army, uses silver in their drones. No. Okay. The reason that gold and silver and companies that mine gold and silver are about to go up is because of one reason. Okay. And it's not Redditors. Okay. It's because the value of the US dollar is going down. Remember, RIP, US dollar. Yeah. The price of Bitcoin is going up because the value of the US dollar is going down, right? Now, what we're going to see, the price of gold is going to go up because the value of the US dollar is going down, okay? And if you don't protect yourself from inflation, you're going to wake up one day finding yourself paying $8 a gallon at the gas pump, okay? If you don't protect yourself from inflation, you're going to be paying $8 a gallon at the gas pump, and your wage that you're getting paid per hour is going to diminish in value every day if you don't protect yourself. Okay? Fun times. But this is a wave 1. This is a wave 2. This is a wave 1. This is a wave 2. This is a wave 1. This is a wave 2. This is a triple nest. This is a 5-year base that Barrick Gold Corp is completing right now. Okay? So in Elliott wave theory, when you have a wave 1 and a wave 2, you take the beginning of wave 1, you connect it with the high of wave 1 and the low of wave 2. The median is the wave 3 target. Okay? This is the triple nest. This is extremely explosive. This is the largest, the second largest gold miner on Earth. I believe it will be heading above this August 2011 high, or the September 2011 high of 55. So it's actually going to go much higher than that. We'll talk about SILJ, SIL. Let's just focus on gold right now, GOLD. Okay, this is going to triple. Okay, why is a huge gold miner going to triple? It's going to triple because the value of gold is going to go up because the US dollar goes down. Okay, that's why Bitcoin was so important. And that's why gold and silver mining is extremely important. We're going to talk about platinum too. But wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. This is a triple nest that has formed over the past 5 or 6 years. Okay? So, this is a long-term investment video. This is one where, you really want to do some fundamental research on the value of these companies. But the low of 18.26, we'll say right now, we want that low to hold. To be completely honest, the invalidation for this wave setup is 12.65, probably too wide to be a stop loss. So we're going to say right now, we want 18.26 to hold as the low. The next target for GOLD is 40. Actually, the 1.618 target for wave 3, because wave 3 is 1.618 times the length of wave 1, is 42. We're expecting GOLD to go from the lower bound of this pitchfork to the median of this pitchfork. Remember, that's an extremely conservative target. This is a triple nest. This is the 5-6 year base on the second largest gold miner in the world. Okay? There might be strategic reasons to hold this company, in my unprofessional, unlicensed opinion. Okay? But I do believe all these gold miners are going above this high from 2011. And actually, they're going to go much, much, much further. Okay? The idea that a large gold miner will triple, quadruple, quintuple in value, that should be very scary to a lot of Americans, right? Because the only reason that a gold, a brick of gold, or a company that mines bricks of gold is going to go up is because the US dollar goes down, okay? Let's look at GLD. This is spot gold, okay? How do we know that gold's going to double? Well, from an Elliott wave perspective, it goes on a wave 1 from 2005 to 2011. It completes an ABC correction, and then it puts in a wave 2. The only reason we have 1/A, 2/B is because if someone, for some reason, disagreed with this count and said, oh, this is a wave A, this is a wave B, the ramification is still the same. Wave C at the very minimum is the length of wave A placed at the wave B low. Okay, but I do believe this is the wave 1 and this is the wave 2. That should be very scary. And classical traders, you'll look at this right now and say, this is a huge cup. This is a huge base forming. Okay? We are going to go the length of this move in time and price. Might be quicker than the time, but placed at this low, that's going to take GLD long term to at the very minimum 245. Okay? The very minimum 245. I think right now, it's just important to know where GLD is going, because that's going to affect our overall analysis of gold miners and silver miners. But I think as far as gold goes, we'll talk about B2G, Gold Corp 2. But GOLD, Barrick Gold, this is probably my favorite, large cap gold mining setup right now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, triple nest, 5-year base forming. This is one of the largest gold miners on earth. The conservative wave 3 target is 40 to 42. And then what we'll actually do is take the length of this move in time and price, place it here for our wave 4 correction. And then wave 5 is at least the length of wave 1 in time and price. That takes GOLD to 53, which is basically this high right here, right? And once this high is broken, that's going to be a very scary moment, because then the second largest gold miner on earth has just confirmed that all of this 10-year, decade-long basing was, in fact, consolidation for a huge move. We could be talking about GOLD, Barrick Gold, second largest gold miner on earth, going from 22 to 100, okay? That should be extremely scary for the average American, because that means that the value of the US dollar is going to be crushed, okay? Look, your expenses are about to go up a lot. It's not just going to be for gas, okay? This is inflation. This is what you're getting paid hourly getting destroyed. So your hourly wage has gone down 10% in the past 6 weeks. Okay, get that through your head. All right, let's look at SLV silver. This is SLV silver. Same thing. 1, 2, decade-long base being formed. You take the beginning of wave 1, you connect it with the high of wave 1, and you connect it with the low of wave 2. Very nice reactions on the median of the pitchfork. The equal legs target for SLV takes silver all the way to 50. And remember, that's the conservative wave 3 target. The conservative wave 3 target for silver is 50. Okay? So if an ounce of silver doubles, what's that mean for the US dollar? It's not good. Okay? The only reason a brick of silver is going to double is because the value of the US dollar gets cut in half. All right? That's not good. That's not good for hourly workers. That's not good for salary workers. But for rich people who have lots of assets, who hold lots of stocks, who have lots of real estate, that's going to be very good. They're going to be richer and richer from inflation, and hourly workers who don't invest are going to be poorer and poorer. All right? So we believe silver is going to double. What's the best way to play that? What's the best way to profit from that? What's the best way to protect yourself? We already talked about GOLD, gold. We talked about how GLD is going to be going to 245. Okay? So what's, really, I think GOLD, great setup here, great long-term setup. I want to be, careful with, time targets. This isn't the short-term, video most of you guys like. If the market pulls back and we get the setups in Apple and we get the setups in Netflix that I really like, I'm going to make a video on Apple. I'm going to make a video on Netflix. I'll make a video on short-term setups. This is a long-term investment video, okay? And it's a strategic long-term investment video because of protecting yourself from inflation, okay? It's a long-term investment video. I generally think everything that I said in this video will play out in the next 1 or 2 years. I think 245 will be reached for GLD in the next 1 or 2 years. I think this is SILJ. I really like this one. But I think silver is going to double from 25 to 50 in the next 1 or 2 years. I think GOLD, honestly, is going to triple in the next 1 or 2 years. From 22 to 42, have a wave 4 consolidation, then take this wave 5 higher above this 2011 high. All right. Once this 2011 high is broken, hopefully people will understand how serious inflation will be, but wouldn't put my money on it. Okay. Silver doubling. That's a big deal. If you're an average American working an hourly wage, the price of silver going from $25 an ounce to $50 an ounce means that the value of your wage got cut in half. You didn't even realize it. Okay. Let's not forget, your expenses just went up 10% in the past 6 weeks. Okay? SILJ. This is probably the best way to really, really protect yourself from inflation. Love this setup here. This will probably be the biggest outperformer, so let's get into it right now. This is a wave 1. This is a 4 or 5 year base, just like GOLD, that is being formed. Look at this large spike in volume signaling this breakout. So we go wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. This is a nest. Okay. For SILJ, we really want 12.79 to hold as the low. And then the equal X target is 25. I think that's going to end up being a very, very conservative target. Okay, but this is a long-term base. Okay, the fact, I think that this will actually go from 15 to honestly 60. Because remember, this is a very conservative wave 3 target, and then we'll take the length of the wave 1 again, place it the wave 4 correction, and that's going to be all the way up to 32. So this silver mining ETF, is going to more than double. And this is another reason this is a very long-term investment video, because some of these price targets are going to be very hard for me to, project at this time, because this is a nest. This is a wave 1 and a wave 2. This is a wave 1 and a wave 2. Okay, that means we're expecting wave 3 a wave 3, wave 4 a wave 3, wave 5 a wave 3, then a wave 4 correction, then a whole nother wave 5 higher. Okay, so, just remember that I actually think all these price targets are going to end up being very conservative in the long term. That's why this is a very long-term investment video. Okay, but SILJ, this is going to be the biggest outperformer in my opinion. So probably the best way to protect yourself from inflation, again, not investment advice, is SILJ, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. We take the beginning of wave 1, we place it at the wave 2 low, very conservative wave 3 target of 25. Okay, why is it so, scary that all these silver miners that just mine, bricks of silver are about to do very well? Because silver is going to go up because the US dollar goes down for the exact same reason that Bitcoin went up and the US dollar went down. Okay, and remember, Bitcoin isn't done. Okay, Bitcoin isn't done. Okay, I don't think chasing Bitcoin here is a great idea. We'll talk about Bitcoin in other videos. But in life, they talk a lot about how actions have consequences. They don't ever talk about how inaction has even more. Okay, and I think not protecting yourself from inflation, that's going to be one of those inactions that hurt a lot. Okay, so SILJ, huge base, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. Great way to protect yourself from inflation. Reactions on the median. Conservatively, we're going back to the median. Conservatively, we're going to 25. Have a shallow wave 4 correction. Then take another leg higher. That's going to take SILJ to 30. That's just going to complete wave 3 of wave 3. Then we still have a wave 5 higher, and it's going to be a couple videos on SILJ to make sure we know where that's going to go. Okay, SILJ, probably the best outperformer in general. Silver will outperform gold. These small cap miners will outperform the large cap miners. Okay, so SILJ, small cap silver miners, best way to protect yourself from inflation, in my unprofessional, unlicensed opinion. Okay, this is SIL. This is a large cap silver miners. Remember that these stocks have been trading for a very long time, but these ETFs, a lot of them have just recently come into existence. Let's look at Pan American Silver right now. All we're going to do with Pan American Silver, I think Pan American Silver is a great company, great investment in my unprofessional opinion. We're just going to use Pan American Silver to confirm that this 2011 high, or this 2008 high, is in fact a wave 1. And the only reason that we're looking at Pan American Silver right now, I think it's a very great long-term investment opportunity. I like, SIL, SILJ, a little more. That's a wave 1. That's a wave 2. That's an A, B, C correction. The only reason we're looking at Pan American Silver is to have proof that this high, all the way back from 2013, 2011, is in fact a completed wave 1, and we're going to look at that on Pan American Silver right now. This is a wave 1, an ABC correction, wave 2, and then we go wave 1, and then we go wave 2. Okay, so I like Pan American Silver a lot. It looks like it is about to go the length of this move, which is the wave 1, placed at this wave 4 low. It's going to break above this high. Pan American Silver, in my opinion, will confirm that this is all a completed wave 1 and wave 2 for silver miners and gold miners across the board. Okay, so let's get back to SIL. Pan American Silver is a large cap silver miner, by the way. I believe this is a completed nest on the long-term chart, a massive base. I love Pan American Silver here. For the sake of time, we're going to focus on SIL, which is the large cap silver mining ETF. Okay? Remember, I think SILJ will outperform SIL, and that silver miners in general will outperform gold miners, and that silver will outperform gold in general. This is the SIL right here. Remember, with Pan American Silver, the only reason we were looking at that was to confirm that this right here, this high, was a completed wave 1 from the 2011 high. This is a wave 2. Low that is made in 2015. This is the same low GOLD made, by the way. Barrick Gold, second largest gold miner on earth. This is SIL, okay? You should be very scared as an American that all these silver miners and gold miners are about to go up, because that means your currency is about to go down, okay? That means your wage is about to go down, okay? This is the wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 1, a wave 2, massive nest. Massive nest forming on SIL, which is an ETF that tracks silver mining companies, the large cap silver miners. So we take the length of wave 1 and we place it at the wave 2 low. That's going to take SIL all the way to 75. remember, I think all this is going to play out in the next year or two, but that it's really best to look at these as long-term investment opportunities. So I actually think that, you're almost doing gold and silver miners a disservice having, a very short time frame. Okay, I don't think that leap calls on GOLD, leap calls on Pan American Silver. I'm sure that those will actually do very well. I think buying and holding the shares, in my unprofessional opinion, holding these for your grandkids to protect them from inflation, probably the best way to go about it. Okay, so remember, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. Okay, so this is SIL. Very conservative target is 75. Okay, and that's a very conservative wave 3 target. We'll have our shallow wave 4 correction. Then we'll take another leg higher that will take SIL above this 2011 high. And that's going to confirm that this past 10 years was consolidation for a huge move higher, right? If we look at Bitcoin right now, I think that's kind of the roadmap that we can expect for silver and silver miners long term. I think this is Bitcoin in 2017. I think this is Bitcoin in 2020, to be quite frank. Okay, so remember, we think silver is going to double. We think GOLD, one of the largest gold miners on earth, is going to triple, quadruple in the long term. SIL and SILJ will do extremely well. SILJ will outperform SIL. SILJ is, in my opinion, the best way to protect yourself from inflation, besides, of course, buying Bitcoin below 10,000. You bought Bitcoin below 10,000, you don't even be watching this video. Go get that that Bitcoin wallet password tattooed on your thigh, and you're going to be extremely rich. Maybe think about selling that at 250, 300,000. Remember, that just comes from basic log scaling. Okay, log scaling just takes the percentage increase of a prior move, places at the same low. Bitcoin's going to 250, 300,000 long term. That's what's going to happen. Bitcoin's going to 300K. I wouldn't chase it here. I'd be looking for large cap gold miners, small cap silver miners to protect yourself. Okay, so let's do one more chart. This is platinum. You really have to kind of drink the Kool-Aid on this one. There's not too many. I think there's one platinum ETF. There's maybe one platinum mining company. This, we're talking about platinum because I think that for long-term investors, retirement planning, there will be a need for physical metals to be in your possession. Remember, that's my unprofessional opinion. That's my unlicensed, I'm not a certified financial advisor opinion. Looking at wave theory, if you're watching this video, you probably respect what I have to say. If your whole retirement is in US dollars, that's scary. That's very scary. Okay? Bitcoin, very good way to protect yourself. Gold and silver, mining, a very good way to keep up with inflation. I want to talk about platinum now as a possible way to have a spot metal. Spot metal means a physical metal, right? So, people, universities, countries have lots of physical gold and silver, lots of physical platinum that they're literally sitting on right now. University of Texas in Austin, Southern Methodist University in Dallas, many universities, many state capitals are literally sitting on top of gold and silver, right? Because they know what's about to happen to the US dollar. And if you don't believe me, just look at Bitcoin, right? I said, hey, Bitcoin is dead. I mean, the US dollar is dead. Bitcoin is the new currency, okay? And until that happens, gold and silver miners are going to go up in value a lot. So we look at platinum. This is a spot metal. So we have wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2. Platinum's about to explode, right? All these metals are about to explode. Why is platinum going to explode? Why is gold going to explode? Why is silver going to explode? They're going to explode because the US dollar goes down. Okay, so the US dollar goes down. that means your expenses go up. That means that the wage that you earn at your job goes down. Okay, let's be very clear about that. So platinum completes a wave 1, an A, B, C correction, wave 2. Minimum length of wave 1, places the wave 2 low. Conservatively, platinum's going to 2,531. Okay, I'm not telling anyone to go out and buy physical platinum. You know, I think GOLD, SILJ, that's going to protect you from inflation. Physical silver, probably a very good way to protect yourself from inflation too. Remember, this is very conservative, right? This is just the length of wave 1 places the wave 2 low. That's very conservative. So I think physical silver, physical platinum will do very well to protect someone from inflation. And I think holding shares of GOLD, holding shares of SILJ will do very well to protect you from inflation. This is another one, very cheap, probably get the job done too. This is B2G Gold Corp. We'll talk about it on the shorter term time frames. Probably a good leap candidate here. But let's just say that if BTG, this is only $5.05, by the way, per share. But if BTG is above 4.28, it looks to have completed a wave 1, an ABC correction, wave 2, declining volume, helping us confirm this bull flag consolidation. It looks like it's ready to break out. This might be a good leap candidate. This might be a very good long-term shareholding candidate, in my opinion. So we want 4.28 to hold as the low. I believe BTG, obviously this is not the crypto. There's a crypto called BTG. This is BTG. That's the ticker. It's only $5.05. I think this would do very well to protect someone from inflation. We take the length of leg 1, A, B, C correction, wave 2. Very conservatively, this is going to 10. This is going to more than double. So very good investment opportunity. Very big warning about what's going to happen to the US dollar. If you don't know it now, you'll know it soon. Okay, 10% increase in the price of gold, in the price of oil, the price of oil at the pump. You know, that should let you know what's going on right now. Very scary times to have all your holdings denominated in US dollars. The people who bought Bitcoin below 10,000, you know, get that wallet password tattooed on your thigh. I'm serious. Because you need to protect yourself from inflation. But very simple right here. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, and wave 2. This is a massive, massive nest. Small cap gold mining company. BTG is the ticker. I love this one right here. Only $5.05. Will be a very, very good way to not only protect yourself from inflation, but profit from inflation. This is a 10-year base. I love this. Super nest right here. Gorgeous, gorgeous wave count. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. You know, this thing's going to go to $10 extremely conservatively. You know, I think $15, $20 is going to happen. This is a small cap silver miner. I mean, this is a small cap gold miner. GOLD is a large cap gold miner. I've just kind of explained the wave count, how both of these are going to triple and quadruple in the long term. That should be very scary to people who have most of their holdings denominated in US dollars. And if you're, you know, want to look at it from a different perspective, right? You know, you think I might be overblowing what's about to happen, you know, just consider it a really good way to make some money. Honestly, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. All these gold and silver miners are going to explode. They're going to triple. They're going to quadruple. And if you don't want to protect yourself from inflation, you can certainly profit from it.